Yo, this is Ozzy from Ozzy Boys, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
I'm John Feely of Feely's Clutch, and you are watching Reptiles Unplugged.
This is Will Rose from Royal Canadian Reptiles, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
Guys, it's KB Reptiles.
Team Helga.
Team Beard.
And you're watching
Reptiles Unplugged.
It's Justin from Jacob Luck Reptiles.
I think we are
and you're
live,
watching
my friend.
Reptiles Unplugged.
Nick with Renowned Reptiles here, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
On, it's your boy Harry Wayne from Royal Canvas Exotics, and you're tuning into Reptiles Unplugged.
You're Triple B, and you're watching Reptiles Unplugged.
Okay, I think now that our intro's queued, we're ready to roll. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Finally got the new channel up and running here.
We figured it out. Finally.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say we figured it out, but I think we figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
As best as we could.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Absolutely.
The sign off last stream that we did was pretty bad. So this is our redeemer here.
Yeah. I mean, we could pay some tribute to that real quick.
Yeah. Right. Hey, and Joel.
But yeah, I guess to get started real quick, just intro everybody to the new channel, Reptiles Unplugged. Here we are. Joel here from Safe 48 Exotics, as you all know. My co-host to, I believe, my left, screen left.
One of these ways. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Adam, Beach Bum Exotics. Welcome to the new channel. Happy everybody stuck around and had patience while we were figuring stuff out. But anyhow, here we are. So, yeah, much better.
Yeah. So we're trying to get this all dialed in. I feel like, we wanted to just do a little dry run here. Obviously, we also like to go live before we announce our guests. And we do have, obviously a new guest coming up that we'll announce later in this little broadcast. But yeah, I guess just to thank everybody that's stuck with us this whole time, and then now made the transition to a new channel, and we were swapping channels, and there's just been everybody has done so well, and I just don't know I just don't know how to say thank you enough, because I know this has been we've been all over the place, so really appreciate it,
dude. 100%. So it's been lots of ups and downs for Joel while we figured out all this stuff here. We are running off DSLRs. We've got some Blue Yeti mics. Joel's got some nifty software that he's running over there. So I think we're primed, man. We're ready to roll.
Yeah, I think it's finally came together now. We can switch between scenes and all that stuff. Yeah, so now we already got Renowned calling you out on the beard trim.
I know.
So
now they can actually see it, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. See, that's the trick now too, is everybody can tell how ugly we really are. So that's the other side of this, I guess. Full circle.
Yeah, exactly. But just wanted to ask. I mean, we're getting thumbs up. It sounds good. Looks good. How's our sound, everybody? Are we coming in pretty good to you guys, or?
Yeah. What's the audio like for everybody out there? We do still have that 10-15 second delay, so that's still kind of a bummer. But I think that's sort of the interface between YouTube and Skype, and what we're trying to do. I don't know. What can you do? I guess.
Yep. Exactly. I see some chatter in there about Pomona coming up. I know I'll be at Pomona for sure. That's 100%.
100%. You can't miss Pomona. That's the thing. You just can't. You can't do it. You know what? Everybody really does rave about Tinley, and Tinley was an incredible time. But for Pomona seems to be it's like my roots. That was my first really big show. And everybody's there. All of us West Coasters are there, so that's kind of cool. And it's just a ton of fun, man. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely the auction at Pomona goes off. Craziness. I mean, it's all the way around. Great show. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good one.
That auction gets rowdy, man. That's a rowdy auction for sure. Tinley was too. Tinley was pretty rowdy, but
Tinley was crazy. Oh man.
Yeah, I can't KB, you will be missed.
I know. It's cool. Save it for January, KB.
Yeah, January's great.
Yeah, that's the really good show. Oh, does everybody like the purple? I'm rocking one of the purple beach bum shirts here.
Yeah, purple looks great. It's a royal color, for the
Hey,
royal
yeah,
snake.
that's what I'm saying. Oh man, good times, good times.
Yeah, how do you guys like the logo? I mean, I think
Yeah.
Adam did that for us. Who would have known that he's just a whiz with designing logos and just making things dialed in? Because I'll be honest, we went through a search kind of to maybe outsource the logo and have somebody design it for us. We kind of reached out to a few different people, and then Adam's like, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna try to put something together," and then he pulls this off, and it's just like, what the heck? Like, why do we waste all of our time with anyone else? Like, this is perfect, or at least
Right.
so I think. So I am biased, but
Well, I appreciate that, Joel. Thanks, man. And yeah, it was just kind of one of those things where I was like, you know what? I think I could draw something. And then thankfully, some of our friends are very kind and they allow me access to their Adobe suite. And so I vectorized it and shoot, it started turning out good. So
right.
can you do a giveaway or sell a snake on stream tonight?
Well, we might save that for a little deeper into these
Yeah.
live streams.
Right, exactly. Or G reboot. Go check out Joel's stream, his vlog on that.
Yeah, my most recent, or not most recent, but fairly recent video. Yeah, I caught a little bit of flack for that, but that's all right.
Well, that's good. It's good to bring up topics that we need to talk about, right? And I mean,
Right.
yeah, that's
And,
all
you know,
it is.
It
right?
is, yeah, and you know what? No one was rude either, to be honest. Like
Well, that's good.
I had really good conversations with a lot of people on there about giveaway topics and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. I think that's the important thing, right? Keeping the discourse civil, right? And that
Yeah.
allows ideas to flow. And maybe you were thinking of it in a certain light and you spoke to somebody and they changed your mind on it, right? Or
Right.
added something that you weren't thinking about before. So, yeah, that's what it's about, man.
Right. I agree. Yeah, it was cool, and it was cool, and it's a weird topic, People are, they're 100% for it, not for it, in the middle, So it's
Did
all over
Nick
the
still
place.
not get his shirt? Is that what he was saying? I thought we sent it.
Nick doesn't need a shirt.
No, I could swear I sent his shirt like twice. So somebody out there has gotten like 3 orders of shirts, and it's apparently not Nick. So we'll have to check that.
Yeah, Royal, Harry Wang's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hats. I need to order new hats. The company I go through actually just came out with a whole new series of hats, so I'm probably going to make a new order for hats. I want to do a bunch of different colors and stuff like that, and I think I'm just going to do the 48, the cactus and snake on the hat. But I told myself not to spend any more money on this kind of stuff before I actually have a baby hatch this year. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on for that,
Well, I want one of those hats, man.
Yeah.
This thing's cool. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get some cool hats dialed in this year for this season.
Yeah. And then, Mrs. Beach Bum's handling the merch over here, and I know we're going to be getting some merch developed for this channel too. So giveaways are in the future.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's coming right up, so to speak.
Did you see Harry's dig back at Nick? That was too funny, man.
Put 3 shirts. I know Nick is the big dog.
I love you guys. Chat, you guys make me laugh, man. You're awesome. It's too funny. Well, let's see. I think we've got a decent crowd. Been at it for a couple minutes. Do we want to make the announcement or?
Yeah, that kind of goes into GG Reboot. Just kind of asked a question on what we do here. So I guess just to announce what we do here in the form of announcing who our next guest is. So the next guest we're having here on this channel will be Mr. Chris Graham. He is, I don't know if you guys have checked out any of his most recent videos, but they are hilarious. So we're super excited to have him on the channel and talk about pretty much all things snake, and then everything else that goes on. He does have a beard oil company, so that's pretty exciting. But that's sort of what we do on this channel. We just bring people on here and ask them a bunch of random questions about snakes and snake-related et ceteras, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, exactly. Reptiles in general, we focus on bringing keepers of, all different types, new people have been around in the industry for a long time. And then with the new channel, we're going to bring you additional content. When Joel and I travel to a show, we'll be, kind of grabbing stuff for Reptiles Unplugged while we're at the reptile expos that take place around the country. So.
And that'll be a lot of fun too, to bring interviews from people we might not necessarily be able to get to do a live stream. We can do through a video or something like that on site. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that'll be good. Chris, dude, I can't wait for him to pop up. I mean, if you guys haven't checked out, so his story also from his first channel to his new channel, crazy, right? Like, I had no idea that restriction was taking place in YouTube, disabling comments on people. So if you guys haven't seen any of that stuff, literally go check out his YouTube channel. On his old channel, also titled Chris Graham, he talks about why he was leaving. And then on the new one, he posts kind of the follow-up and additional content on, the exact reasons. But his new channel's doing good, so can't wait to get him on. Hopefully he'll give us a Macho Man appearance.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's what when I hit him up, that's what he sent. He sent a GIF of Macho Man. I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. So pretty amped up for that. Chris he's such a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's so funny. And then the giant beard and just the bodybuilding and everything else going on there. It's like, it's perfect. He's a cool guy.
Yep. And he's huge into to fitness and all of that. It's got a massive beard that, has its own name and Instagram. So that's amazing.
Him and Barros, the bearded brothers.
The bearded brothers. Good times there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So kind of for a GG reboot here, one other thing we talk about is just kind of reptile related stuff going on in my life, Joel's life. We like to get chat involved, hearing what's going on with you guys as well. I've had a few clutches hatch, but it seems like my season's kind of stalled out. I don't know, man. I'm kind of fretting like it may be done. So.
Right. Yeah, that's weird you say that, because that's I have three on the ground. I was really expecting 5 or 6 this season, and some of my hitters every year that lay every year for me, I don't know, they're either super late or they might not go. I do have one that is in shed right now. She went off food and then now she's in shed. So those are some good signs that maybe we're, headed for that, maybe ovulation, or maybe I missed the ovulation. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
I feel you. Yeah. And, and I always try and give the advice not to stress out. So I'm trying to heed my own advice. Don't stress out. The girls are going to do what they're going to do.
Right.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things when you're really amped up on that specific project you're going for, and then it's not working out like that,
Yeah, absolutely. That
definitely.
Makes it, and that's what it is too. And then you get stressed out, and then they're still doing what they know how to do. And then they end up going, or whatever, and then you wasted all that energy worrying over nothing. But I don't know, we'll see. I do have a clutch though. The way they're looking right now, we might hit some 4th of July babies tomorrow. So like that all the eggs are sunken in. That they're due on the 6th, but it's looking good, man. It's looking really good. So
awesome. Fingers crossed for you.
Yeah,
America.
Yeah, for sure.
They'll be America cool. Babies.
Yeah, American babies, man. None of them Canadian babies in there. Can't have that.
And remind us all, what was that pairing that you're looking for?
That was a banana, or I'll call it Coral Glow, a Coral Glow pied 100% het clown, bred to a clown. So hopefully we'll hit some Coral Glow clowns that'll be 100% het for pied.
Awesome.
And then at least, at a minimum, they all come out normal. At least they're all double hets, so that's
very true.
You can't go wrong for that, especially for what, like I feel like my focus is the clown pied stuff. So that's,
Yeah.
If I can't get rid of them or, nobody wants them, I'll definitely keep them. So
yeah, if Murphy convinces the odd gods to just royally just
right,
get you,
just smash me, yeah. Which I'm not gonna rule it out. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, right? It's one of those. You can't set the bar too high.
You're
so
right.
You just have to.
Right.
That's going to be an amazing. I can't wait to see the results of that one, dude. That one's going to be awesome.
Right. That's exciting.
And speaking of banana pieds, do you have the ability to flash up Billy's banana pieds that? So.
Yeah, here we go.
Dude, with Joel's nifty software.
Yeah, here we go. We got these banana pieds here showing up through mutation creation. Look at these freaking things. These things are insane. Like, I don't know, look at that. Like that's ridiculous. This one here. The contrast between that is that's phenomenal.
Those were insane. Animals.
Yeah.
And he's got a good video too. Everybody should check out there.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, these are Inchy Orange Dream Yellow Belly Pieds. Yeah, obviously banana. But boy, that's
super insane.
Yeah, that was a heavy hit. And then we got, Royal Canadian Reptiles throwing out the banger here too.
Oh man, I think I know what you're going to bring up here. Yeah.
There's its progression. He did a slideshow between baby to adult.
Dude, the reason why I bookmarked that one is really the progression. Like, this really shows you what Desert Ghost is doing in this combo here. I mean, it just gets better and better as it ages.
Absolutely. I mean, in that initial picture, it doesn't look that special, to be honest. Like, you can tell something's going on there. The head stamp on those Desert Ghost clowns are pretty unique. I feel like it does a lot to their head, and it's obviously nice. Like let's not get out of control here, but geez, there at the end, like that is insane. That last picture on where it's sitting.
Couldn't agree. Yeah. Couldn't agree more, man. I mean, it's So DG and Clown are meant for each other, and that progression thread just really shows it. So yeah, super excited to see where Will's going to take that one.
Yeah, that'll be really cool to see where he's at. And I think we had a comment in there. Bod Reptiles has a bunch of babies about to hatch. It looked like there was 10 so far. 2 more due this week, and 2 more just in prelay. That's solid.
Dang, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm right now. I'm stuck at 5 clutches for the season. So I don't know if anything's gonna go fast up. I mean, and everything's not bad. Like everything's good. It's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, God, I expected to have twice as many clutches already by this point.
Right.
Girls,
yeah.
Girls are back on feed. The snow clutch that I had twins in, pretty cool. The twins are doing great. Shed, ready to eat. So they'll be getting fed either later tonight or tomorrow during 4th of July, depending if my rat guy can come through later tonight. But they're good. But other than that clutch was kind of, it turned out not to be as cool as I thought. Like I had one baby so kinked. She wasn't gonna make it. She had like almost a double Z towards the end of her spine, towards like the tail, and one of the Z's was above the vent right there. So I didn't think she was gonna be able to poop. She also had her belly did not completely close up, and there was a little bit left of her intestine poking out. So I had to make the choice, and I ended up euthanizing that one. I just didn't really think it was legitimate. And I think that her suffering was too great. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that's a tough reality of this hobby in general. You know, it doesn't always work perfect. It doesn't always work perfect in humans either. You know, like it's just that's the nature of nature, I guess. You know, and so I think sounds like you definitely made the right call. You know, it's just an unfortunate reality, I guess, to it.
Yep. And then one of the snows I ended up losing too. It couldn't suck in it had like a prolapse on where the belly, where the umbilical cord comes out. Some of its guts had prolapsed, and so I had it on, wet paper towel for quite a while, and was hoping that it was going to pull it back in, and it didn't, and I think it got an infection, and so it passed away as well.
Right.
But like you said, that's just one of the things with breeding. You gotta be prepared for that. Do the right thing for the animals. Try your best, but don't beat yourself up at the end of the day. Right? Sometimes it happens. So.
Yeah. Ball Python Project said he had to deal with that for the first time last week.
Yeah, man.
That's rough.
That is a bummer. Yep. It's one of the things. I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
But I did produce some beautiful animals that are healthy also out of the clutch, and so there's a big win with the remaining of them. And I got to sex them still. I'm kind of giving that clutch just a break and letting it do its deal just because it kind of had a hard start. So but once everybody gets up and ripping, I'll have probably 1 or 2 snows available. I'm going to for sure keep the twins. Those will stay here.
Yeah, that's cool. Is that your first twins?
They are. Yeah, that's my first twins.
Man, I hope one day I get to get some twins, man. I so excited for that. So excited for that. Yeah, that's got to be one of the coolest things. Just seeing those 2 heads in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that, at Christmas time where you open the one gift and you think that's it, and then your mom or dad are like, no, there's more inside, and then you get the second part, and you're like, yeah.
Heck yeah, man, absolutely.
And it's funny, they were about half the size of their other hatchling siblings. So
that's even better, because that's a fear for the twins. Sometimes they're not all healthy.
Right, healthy or it was just kind of interesting that they were almost exactly half of what their siblings were. It was like literally the chromosome split, 2 eggs, and like half of all energy went into each of those animals. So
right. Heck yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's Nick was just saying his most anticipated pairing gave him 1 good egg and 7 slugs. That's rough.
Oh man, yeah, I saw that post, Nick. It's that is rough.
Yeah.
But hey, just keep pushing forward. So I mean, my entire Desert Gross project, I don't think is gonna go this year. So. Right.
Yeah. That's the way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. She didn't go. For those of you trailer park boy enthusiasts out there, there you have that. But Bod had a interesting thing. Had 1 female lay 1 egg, and then 4 days later leave the rest of her clutch. Has that ever happened to anybody? So is that lay 1 egg, and then I guess a few days later have another set of eggs come out? Or I was just trying to clear that up.
So what was it? Let's see. I think I missed that comment.
She laid 1 egg. 4 days later, laid the rest of her clutch. Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Actually, was it not last year, the year before that, I had a Russo girl do that to me where she spit out an egg, gave her overnight, no eggs, gave her the next day, no eggs still. And at that point, like, I kind of panicked because I hadn't had that experience before. So I rushed her to the vet, and we did x-rays, and the other eggs were in there. So we just we gave it another day or two, and on I think the night of the third, so going into the 4th day, she spit the rest of them out and was completely fine. And all of those except for the very first one, which was like an infertile egg. It wasn't quite a slug, but it just wasn't fertilized. All failed. So
yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, but I guess I feel like I've heard of that. I feel like I've heard of snakes laying one and then a few days later laying the rest or something like that.
Yeah, right. I talked to a few people after I had went through it, and they said that it wasn't like normal, but they had encountered it with a few different females. So, yeah, it's crazy though.
Yeah, that's yeah. Again, these animals, we don't know what we're doing compared to what they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's for sure, right? You can't force them to do anything.
Yeah, not even eat usually. Like,
Right.
that's, I don't know, one of those things. But to switch gears a little bit, I wanted to reach out to like our chat and ask you guys. So we have, we have these interviews coming up, and for this like season 2 and our new season, we're kind of starting here. We really wanted to ask you guys, what maybe are some questions that you'd be interested hearing generally from most people. If there's anything, off the top of your head, I know one of our best questions ever was the sleeper gene. But yeah, just maybe if you guys had any idea on maybe adding to our dialogue a little bit, if there's anything like that you guys have, that'd be great.
Definitely. Yeah, sleeper gene. And if you guys missed a lot of the interviews before, I bundled all those together into a part 1 sleeper gene, part 2, just chronological order of the interviews that took place, and sandwiched them into a couple of videos that are uploaded on the page here. So
right, yeah, those are cool videos. Those are cool videos. Yeah. Nick had a question. Are you producing any puzzles this year? And me, no, I'm not.
So I've got a double het puzzle hypo bred to a sterling puzzle male, and she's showing me signs that she's gonna go still. I thought that based on some sheds that we should have already had eggs, but she's still rejecting food, and so I think she still make up. So that'll be visual puzzles. Then in the incubator, I've got a pairing from a sterling puzzle to a sugar pastel that belongs to my buddy Randy, Dark Cloud Reptiles down in San Diego. Big shout out to him. So him and I both have eggs in my incubator right now from that. And so we're making hets, hoping for some sterling sugar hets.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. And then I also got a pastel desert ghost, Miguel's pastel desert ghost girl here, who's bred to that same sterling puzzle male. And so she's looking really good too. She plumped out like, I don't know, I think it was like 3 weeks ago or so, and had a nice ovulation. So I don't know, fingers crossed, as long as she doesn't absorb. I just don't want to like jinx anything at this point.
Yeah, you don't even want to say it out loud.
I know. So I'll have one visual clutch this year, and then the rest are going to be hets that I'm making.
Yeah.
Not including stuff that Miguel's doing over at his place that him and I are partnering on.
Right. So Team Helga or Team Beard, I guess, is a question we can ask in the near future.
I like that. That's good. Maybe a swapperoonie for the button or fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Helga,
we can do Team Helga, Team Beard. Yeah, I like that.
Hey, what up, Will?
Yeah, Willis is here. Morph Mixology. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah. What's up, Jason?
Yeah, how we doing?
But definitely. Oh, and if anybody's interested in how Joel and I finally got our stuff set up, reach out to me. We've got some good growing pains, but we can help you out.
Huge growing pains trying to get all this software to hardware connected in the right format. And I'm not, it's one of those things, just like you're talking about, you don't want to jinx it. I don't even want to keep talking about it because I don't know if this is going to go at any minute. So, like, I can't, no,
I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think we're pulling together. So I guess we had one more thing we kind of wanted to talk about. Among other things, but just a quick shout out to some other breeders in the industry, and it was Justin's post with that confusion combo. Do you want to just show that off really quick?
Shoot, go for it. That thing, that blew my mind.
Yeah, that was that's a crazy animal right there. So let's check that out really quick. Let's hit that play button. Dude, look at that. And you were saying earlier, and I had seen it on there a couple times. It looks like a bat eater. Like
Bat eater.
That thing's wild. That is
Yes.
some wicked. Hashtag not a clown.
Yeah. I saw
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that is a wild snake, man. That's there's some
Super wild. JKR left it open. I'd love to hear. What do you guys think that post? What's the genes in that post there?
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? What do you think we got going on there with that thing?
Right.
Obviously confusion's got to be in there.
For sure. Or a matrix blood. That is true, Jason. It really does look like a matrix blood.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Confusion.
007. Yeah.
There's not clown in it. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely not clown. So yeah, Will, him and I were texting the other day. I was waiting for him to chime in. So confusion, leopard, spot nose, yellow belly, fire. There you go.
There it is. Whammy. All right.
Yeah, I think Jason's got it right too. I think spot nose for sure, and I think leopard and confusion are creating that crazy deal too. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think I think that's right. Ball Python Project says confusion, leopard, fire, yellow belly.
Desert Ghost.
Desert Ghost. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It seems light enough and contrasted enough. It could be.
Yeah, that's possible. And I wouldn't rule it out that Justin wouldn't have a Desert Ghost confusion het laying around.
Already. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because, I mean, he's got the confusion het puzzle already laying around. So.
Right. Yeah, and laying.
And laying. Yes.
Yeah, not just laying around.
I know. I basically sent him my bank account number and just told him, let me know when he takes the money out when those come out of eggs.
Right. That's reasonable. That's just send the routing number. Just send it over.
Oh, interesting, Jason. That's what he was doing with that pairing.
That makes sense, though.
It does. Yeah.
That would be a reasonable test. A reasonable thing to test.
Because, I mean, I know a lot of people were, kind of thinking something along those lines. They interact with other genes so similarly. So. Yeah,
that's a cool snake regardless, that's for sure.
Dude, that thing's crazy.
Tons to be done with that acid confusion complex, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, super insane. Well, I think this is going to be a good year for confusion. I know some people have been working on some wicked combos, and that's still a gene I've got to add to the family here.
Me too, man. I it's Adam and I were talking earlier. What are you going to add this year? What are you going to do? What are you going to, how's it going to be? And it's going to be tough to leave the end of this year, I feel like, me not getting some kind of confusion project kind of hopefully started or, heading at least in that direction. Pretty excited for that. I did see a really cool snake on the morph market, though, that was a Ultramel hypo pied, and that thing blew my mind. That blew my mind.
Can you bring that up and show us?
Is
that possible?
I probably can. Yeah, really quick. I'll jump on to,
because I really want to see that. I know you and I were talking about the possibilities in that animal. Are insane.
Oh my gosh! Insane. Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah, let me pull it up right now.
Yeah, that would be worth taking a look at because, man, we were just kind of tossing around ideas. I mean, if anybody's geared up with any sort of hypo or pied, could you imagine what you got immediately?
So we'll swap it over. I mean, check this freaking animal out. This is insane. This thing is insane. These Ultramel and hypo go together so well already, and then throw a pied on top of that, I can't believe anybody's selling this, and it's a male. Like, what else do they have?
Yeah.
Good Lord. I mean, bonkers to me. And this snake will never not look like that. That's the other thing too with Ultramel. Like it holds.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Right. And with the hypo layered on top as well.
Oh yeah, this thing's gonna age like a champion.
It's gonna be a good one right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really 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 cool snake. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and throw that down deposit down for that quick 7,500 real quick and snag that thing up, and go from there.
Hey James.
Yeah, I guess Jason did hatch a normal het pied this year, so you got to consider all angles.
Yeah, most definitely. Good job, Jason.
Yeah, nailing it, dude.
We salute you, my friend. Golf club. No, joking. Hey, you got him to breed, so that's a plus.
Dude. That's 90%. We were over here just talking about how we don't even have any eggs this year. So.
Right. Yeah, exactly. KB Ultramel goals right there, dude.
Do you ball python project? No way. Yeah. I saw that they were a rodent supply. That's a pretty snake. That's a real pretty snake.
Yeah, super cool snake.
Yeah.
Ah, man, choices. That's the thing, right?
That's the problem. You know, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get this year? You know, there's snakes like that out there. Obviously extremely expensive, but you know, if you're only getting one or two, you know, investment level snakes a year, that's it's not crazy to say that's a realistic snake, you know, if you're going to buy one a year. You know? Big time, dude. Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, if you have the females already ready to go for something like that, oh my goodness. Like, right, yeah, I mean, the possibilities there. I mean, even if you just had a couple hypo females laying around, you could just breed that straight to your hypo females and make all visual hypos double het Ultramel pied. You know, that's silly. That's just silly. Yeah, like David was saying, where would you even like begin deciding where to go? But that's the beauty about the male. Like, so you could just spread them around a little bit, and see how it all turns out. Yeah, like that's crazy. That's a really pretty powerful and pretty snake at the same time. You know, so kudos to them. Very well. I don't know them. But boy, that's a cool snake. That's a good one. And yeah, Jason, congrats on that black pewter het pied girl. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Love how silver those look sometimes. Yeah, it almost looks xanthic. I agree. And yeah, Genomic Labs, dude, we were talking about that super OD, super inchy pastel leopard. Like that animal just doesn't even make sense. It's so orange. Right. Yeah, that's bonkers, man. That's bonkers. That even it was mentioned earlier. I can't remember if it was Will said it, but that banana pied he posted today. Mm-hmm. Whew, holy hell, that was impressive. Insane, also. That was impressive. I know. And I can't wait to see your clutch. Talking about all these banana pies is getting me excited to see your stuff pop out, dude. That my Coral Glow too. I got it from Cusco, and it was maybe a yellow belly. So that would be cool to prove out too if something yellow belly comes out of that. Yeah, but yellow belly, banana, Coral Glow in a pie, dude. That's a hard thing to see if it's not jumping out at you. Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully it'll be an obvious one for you. Yeah. Like, balls to you, Gavin just had that yellow belly banana pied that he hatched out. Yep. And that was a really pretty snake, for sure. That was another really nice looking snake, too, yeah. Yeah. We've had some good ones come around. Yeah. Well, hey, we haven't brought it up in a little bit, so if anybody new has joined us, wanted to re-announce next week's live interview. It's going to be Chris Graham. So be prepared for an excited Macho Man style live interview. We're going to try to convince him to dress as Macho Man for the interview. So hopefully everybody can get in here for that because that's going to be a ton of fun. So super pumped on that. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. And hey, that's kind of cool. We no longer have to differentiate whose channel we're going live on. I know this is so much easier now.
It's so much easier.
It's got to be slightly more frustrating for everyone else since we've been on 47 different channels now. But we're staying. We're here to stay. We're here to stay now. So that's where we're at. Yeah, Bod's building an army next year. I like that. Will was asking you guys having a later season. Yeah, we kind of talked about that earlier. Will, we're having a super late season, if not over now. I don't know.
I'm so late, I don't think it's going to happen. So we'll just keep calling it late, and maybe it'll roll into next season. And
yeah, that's what I'm going for. I think this is going to be now. I'm just going to be at that turning point where I don't have a season. It's just all going to be there.
Yeah. Oh, well, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Yeah, Dave Palumbo's. I didn't see his video today with the Super Pastel Super Panther Pied. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, that's cool. James said, even out camping, we look good.
Heck yeah. There we go. The amount of time that we've put into this is just silly. It's silly. And then what's more silly is how we figured out to solve all of it was like a 2-second fix. So, but it took us 3 weeks to find a 2-second fix. So
should I give the shout out to Camlink? Should I show the top secret weapon here?
The top secret. This is the top secret weapon. That we found.
So before I was running, or we're trying to do it software, right? Related, where like we utilize the EOS software from Canon with like another application that turns it into a video signal that your computer thinks is a webcam. We were having insane lag. So we went with this trusty Camlink 4K by Elgato, and it's literally plug and play, and it'll take your DSLR and your computer with the drivers you install with this makes it think that no, Elgato fixed us, Jason. It wasn't their fault. It was our
Elgato
fault.
brought us to the real world.
Right, for not using it, because I had researched Elgato like right when we first started thinking about this, and I was just being prideful and I didn't want to spend any money because I was like, no, I know I can do this just with some free software. And yeah, I either wasn't smart enough or or something.
It's arbitrary. It's arbitrary what happened. Okay, what did happen though is a miserable fail on our announcement, and then a 3-week delay of us trying to figure out how to fix that failure. But I'd like to say, fingers crossed, we haven't brought anybody else in. So I'd like to say we got her under control. That's for sure.
Yeah. Exactly, Jason. That was what I didn't want to buy any more tech crap, right? Like we were just trying to keep it, budget and doing what we were doing, and
I went and got a computer.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
I mean, jeez. Trying to fix everything we could.
Could have bought that triple recessive thing.
Yeah. That could be my Ultramel Hypopide right now, okay?
Oh, too funny. But yeah, Elgato's not too bad. It's a little over $100, so not a major investment. Plug and play. Yeah, and that's it. So that really made it simple.
Yeah.
And the microphones too, they're not too expensive either.
Yeah, I feel like they sound a lot better. I don't know. I would be interested to see after the end of this stream to maybe go back to one of our old streams and see if there's a noticeable difference. Because the problem too is a lot of times, like even on our end, the stream looked really good, but the stream to YouTube sucked. So that was something we had to kind of overcome too. So I feel like it's coming through better right now. On my end, it's really hard. I can't really since I'm hosting all the stuff. I don't really get a YouTube browser up anymore. I just get to see Adam's pretty face. So.
Yeah. So. Well, anyhow, so if anybody has any additional questions or trying to figure that out, hit me up. OBS is still a possible opportunity. We did find another software, which was Ecamm, right, over on the Mac world side.
Yeah.
So Joel is driving for us right now.
Scary.
So it's definitely not my fault if anything happened.
Right. Blame it on me now, okay? I wear the blame right now. That's for sure. But yeah, I will say, just real quick too, Chris Graham next week, same time, same place. Actually, literally the same place again. Like we are doing this for real now on this site. So we're pumped
at
to have
6
you
p.m.
guys. 6 p.m.
Pacific.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and since all of you are here, which I feel like is our tried and true community at this point, do us all a favor and shout us out soon so we can get everybody that was doing the alternate back over here and force their hand a little bit if you guys can.
Yeah. And a big shout out to Will for the thumbnail on part 1 Sleeper Gene. Thank you for that. That was amazing.
Will's thumbnail is awesome.
All right. Well, we don't want to keep anybody too long. These intermediate live streams, we always try and keep at a minimum. So, yeah. I guess with that said, thank you guys so much for showing up tonight and joining us here over at the new channel. And look forward to Chris's interview next week.
Yeah, can't wait. It's going to be a ton of fun. Bring some questions. We gotta get him fired up. He always harasses everybody in our chat, so now is the opportunity to harass him live. So that's a huge plus to this.
I can't wait.
But yeah. Anyways, everybody, like I said, we'll see y'all soon. Happy 4th of July, early.
Yep. Happy 4th, everybody.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See you guys.